Hello all. So we are coming ahead with one more video. That video is based on career opportunities in embedded systems. Okay. Before going ahead, I request you all to please share this channel with your friends. Those who are pursuing in ENC or E&E branch, and those who are interested in embedded systems, please share with them. Please like if you like the content which has been put in this channel. Starting with this, first we should know what they mean by embedded system. It is a combination of hardware and software to perform a specific task. That means what? A system is there which is having hardware of its own, and then it is having software of its own. So then you can call that one as a embedded system. In short, it is called as ES systems. Okay, in short, it is called as ES. Correct. So it is nothing but what? It is having a hardware of its own, and also it is having a software of its own. So what are the examples? The examples are microwave oven. The example is a mobile phone. Then we are having a laptop, and then we are having what? Washing machine. Then we are having ATM machine also. Okay. So we are having ATM machine also. So these are all the examples of embedded systems. So what is the similarity in this? The similarity in this is that they are having their own hardware, and they are having their own software. They are having their own hardware and they are having their own software. So that's why they have been considered as a embedded systems. Okay, like this there are many examples are there. Many examples are there. Whatever the electronic device which you look now is nothing but what? Embedded system. So when you use that, okay, when you are doing that, so it means what? There should be some career opportunities and should be in that. Okay. So in the next slide, we'll discuss what you can do. If you can learn embedded C programming, right? So embedded C is nothing but it is different than that of the normal C that we learn. Okay. So embedded C is different concept, but most of the syntaxes or most of the commands that we use in normal C holds good in embedded C programming also. So those who have learned C programming, for them learning embedded C won't be that much of difficult, but it is to some extent it is difficult. But once when you learn it and once when you start practicing, so learning embedded C programming won't be that much of difficulty. Okay, so if you can learn embedded C programming, then you can convert logic in your mind into a code. Okay, so if you know the C programming, basically if you know any programming, then definitely you can convert a logic into a code. It means you can write your own code to into microcontroller. Okay, it means you can develop an embedded system, right? So embedded system, the main heart of an embedded system is what? It's nothing but microcontroller. It is nothing but microcontroller, right? So when you can write a code into the microcontroller, you can develop an embedded system. You can develop an embedded system. For example, for example, to this microcontroller, if you can simply display a LCD display, if you can simply put an LCD display, and to as an input to this, you can put some temperature sensor. You can put some temperature sensor. Now, what is that? This system is nothing but what? Uh, the system reads the temperature at every instant of time. Okay, this system reads an temperature at every instant of time. So like this we can develop any embedded system. Like this we can develop any embedded system. So but basically we should know how to write a C program, because in this microcontroller we are supposed to write what? C program, embedded C program. Okay, so there are some microcontrollers which even supports only the assembly level language also. Okay, only the assembly level language also. So such microcontrollers also can be chosen to develop an embedded system. To develop an embedded system. If you can develop an embedded system, it means you can automate any task. Okay, it means you can develop products and work in an industry, right? So if you know how to write a program, first point, and if you know how to burn the program into the microcontroller, and if you can, after all this, it means that you can automate any task. You can automate any task. For example, in the example that I have shown you, this example reads the temperature. This system reads the temperature, and it keeps on displaying the temperature in this LCD unit. In this LCD unit. Okay, so it means what? Reading of the temperature has been automated. Reading of the temperature has been automated. Once it is being done, the only point is that we need to develop a product. Okay, we can develop a product of our own, and also we are eligible to work in industry, which means for development of embedded system. Which means for development of embedded system. Okay, so these are the main 3 points that should be considered when we are thinking of uh, having a career in embedded system. Correct. First thing is that you should learn a C program, then you should learn how to burn in a microcontroller, then you can think of some system which you can automate it. Okay, what is the future scope in embedded systems? When we are thinking about this, what is the future scope, right? According to a survey, embedded system industries will reach by 360 billion by the end of 2020. Almost we have crossed 2020 now. We have crossed 2020 now, right? So estimation is that it has supposed to reach 360 billion, but still it is not reaching to that point. It is just because of uh, the pandemic which is there, and also because of that, so still it is struggling to reach to that value. Jobs in industry will reach by 30 lakh by 2025. Okay, so this amount, okay, it is dedicated to India. Okay, it is dedicated to India, right? So now definitely this will be almost doubled or something of that type. It is just because nowadays, if you can see, every person, even the small kids also like the electronic toy, which is nothing but an embedded system. So from small kids to the elder people, almost all have an embedded system. Might be in terms of watch, might be washing machine, might be microwave oven or something like that, right? So every system is getting automated now. When they want automation, they need to think of what? Embedded system. So anyway, jobs in the industry will be almost around 60 lakh or something of that type, right? So which are the companies which are interested? The companies are like TCS, Wipro, L&T, Tata Elxsi, okay, and then Infosys, Gensar, Tech Mahindra, Patni, Volvo, Airbus, Toshiba are all investing heavily in their embedded system operations in India, especially in India, right? So anyway, they are investing globally also, but the point is that they are investing heavily in India in embedded systems. Experts say that it was in 90s where embedded system stands now, and it is ready to explode, right? So in 90s they started getting developed, okay, and now it is at its peak point. It is at its peak point. Now those who are interested in exploring the job opportunities in embedded systems, it's a good platform now. Okay, so it's a good platform now to develop an career in embedded systems. Right? So what all the roles you can do as an engineer? First thing is that embedded software engineer, okay, wherein you can develop a firmware. Firmware is nothing but what? Software. Second one, you can act as a system software engineer, wherein you can develop kernel and ALTAs. Third one is that you can go for application software engineer, okay, wherein you are supposed to develop a device drivers. Then you can act as a software test engineer, then embedded hardware engineer, embedded system trainer, then marketing and sales executives, right? Especially, I mean, marketing and sales executives, the person who will be acting it should have much amount of knowledge about the embedded systems, about the products that they are selling it. Okay, so in this area, a person should have much amount of knowledge in embedded systems. So these are only the some areas wherein you can find out a career opportunities in embedded systems, right? But there are many, but I have listed only some over there. Okay, then what is the salary of an embedded system engineer? Suppose a person has recruited as an embedded system engineer, so what can be the salary for different companies? If there is a company called as Visteon, right? So you can find out that, okay, so annually they pay around 7.15 lakh per year, right? So they start from around 2 lakh, and this is from and will end at 11 lakh. Okay, I have taken it from the some of the websites. Okay, personally I haven't checked it, but I have taken it from some of the websites. Okay, so then we are having VVD and technologies. So they start from around 3 lakh and 7 lakh. So average is around 4.5 lakh per annum, right? Then L&T they start from around 2 lakh. Again they will end at 7 lakh. So average is around 4.9 lakh, right? So the Robert Bosch is the one which is mainly into the embedded systems. So they pay around 5.7 lakh per annum, right? So anyway, they start from 2 lakh and they end at 8 lakh. Like this, there are again Robert Bosch is there, KPIT is there, then Eon 4 chips there and all, right? So these are all the companies. There are many companies. There are many startups are also there. They are also paying. They are also paying a very heavily for an embedded system engineer. Now, what is our aim is that to learn, to concentrate. If I want to become an embedded system engineer, then I should concentrate on these 3 points. That is, first to learn C program, then to write a code into microcontroller, then to develop and or automate an product. If I can do these things, 3 things, then definitely I can become an embedded system engineer. Okay, so thank you for seeing the video. Okay, in the next video again we'll have some of the different concepts.